Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is still Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. And I want to respond in part to a comment on my last video talking about the government shutdown. And I pretty much said I don't care. There's another one. So what? Throw that over there in the basket full of other bullshit we deal with on a daily basis. What am I supposed to do? Government shutdown. Okay. The comment was, you should care. It's important. This one gonna be this, blah, blah, blah. This one gonna be worse than the other, blah, blah. Pretty much telling me why I should give a damn about a government shutdown. And I'm telling y'all point blank, I couldn't care less. Not that I'm saying I don't care about the American citizens that'll be out of work and lose their jobs or whatever. But we already dealing with that. That was coming anyway. I've been telling y'all, more and more people, for whatever reason, gonna be losing their jobs. So when you tell me some government workers lost their jobs, I'm like, duh. They're about to get... See, this thing here, what they say is gonna be different. During a shutdown, a lot of government workers, they still have to come to work, some of them, but they don't get paid. They're what you call furlough. And they'll get paid later. When the government opens back up, they'll get back paid. But this shutdown, they're saying, a lot of the workers will be laid off, let go, fired, ain't coming back. This will be used as a way to thin out the herd, as you might say. So again, you're preaching to the choir when you're telling me about somebody losing their job. Is that not what I've been saying? Have I not been saying it's gonna come to everybody? You thought you were safe because you work for the government? I did say government. I said nobody's safe. You thought you were safe, or you thought they were safe because they work for the government and the government gonna always be in business. No. Even the government, especially when it's ran by incompetent fools like the people that are running our government forever, that would get voted for. No, I ain't talking about no goddamn Trump. I'm talking about the whole system. Bunch of incompetent fools. Not no one dude. So when you got a government ran like our government is ran, it can go out of business too. Because it's poorly ran. Any poorly ran business, that's what our government is. It's like a business. If it's poorly ran, it will fail. It will fold. It will go out of business. America has been poorly ran for decades. Or have y'all been like this, not paying attention? You only opened your eyes to the predicament we're in when Trump got elected. Then your eyes was open to how bad we doing. That's how some of y'all act. You know, I ain't gonna say your name. It start with a D. Some of y'all act like you had no idea we were in the predicament we were in. You didn't see it until Trump got elected. Then you realize how bad we were doing. So much so that you think we just got here. I'm not going back and forth with y'all. So you tell me I should care about a government shutdown, I'm sorry. I already expected this. And there's more to come. It's going to be local government shutdown, state government shutdown. It's going to be, your ass going to be shut down if you ain't already shut down. Forgive me if I ain't think about this punk ass government of ours. Again, I don't mean the people, the citizens, the workers. I don't mean y'all no harm. I hate to see y'all lose your job. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the punk ass government that you work for. Forgive me. Hold on. Forgive me for being so preoccupied, so focused, so dedicated. Tunnel vision. That's what I got right now. Focusing on my own shit. In case y'all didn't know it, or you wasn't listening, you weren't paying attention, or you think I'm lying, as somebody said the other night on the live big wall, you don't look poor. I don't look like I'm struggling, you know. Somebody had the audacity to say, I don't look like I'm struggling. How does struggling look? So let me break this down to you. Why people, some people, not all, I know a lot of y'all ain't giving a damn about no government shutdown like I ain't either. Because you were effed up before the shutdown. I can't focus on no government shutdown because my government been shut down. Which is my life, my world. That everybody got their own government, their own kingdom, per se. Your life, your household, your bill, your business is your government. Well, mine been shut down for a lack of funds. How about yours? This is just the big government shut down. But our governments, our little own world, our world governments, I've been experiencing a shutdown. I was just sitting here thinking, hold on. I was just sitting here thinking, right? Let me repeat what I just said a few seconds ago. Your life is like a government, a mini government. My life is like a mini government. We have to run our lives like it's a government. You have laws, rules, what have you, that you have to abide by in your own life. Not just the world rules. You got to have rules in your own household, your own government, like with your kids, your wife, your husband, whatever. You got rules, guidelines, the way the house supposed to run. The government is governed. And part of that government in your own personal household government is your finances, your treasury department. And the same way the United States Treasury Department, our government, is experiencing financial difficulty, trying to figure out what they're going to spend on what, they had to shut down because they can't figure this shit out. They can't get it right. They ain't got enough money for this. They want to pay for this, but they can't pay for that because they need to pay for this. But how we going to pay for this when we ain't got enough money for that, but we need to pay for this? See, that's what our big government doing. They bickering and debating and arguing amongst each other because they ain't got no money to pay everything. Does that sound familiar? Does it sound familiar that there's somebody somewhere ain't got enough money to pay all their bills, so they're having to pick and choose what bills they're going to pay and what they ain't going to pay? Somebody going to get paid, somebody ain't going to get paid. That's what's going on with our big government right now. They debating on, we can't pay that. We need to pay that, but we ain't got the money, but we should pay that because this been going on for a while and we ain't paid them in a while. Now they 3 months past due, and they going to cut our shit off, so we need to pay them folks. That's what our government is doing. But guess what? The same reason they shut down for that, we shut down for that. My government been shut down. I've been around here trying to decide who am I paying, who ain't gonna pay. They ain't getting paid. I didn't work all week last week, not one day. If there ain't a government shutdown, I don't know what the hell is. And unlike the government workers, I ain't getting no back pay. That's just a week gone. I look at where I started the first of the year, January the 1st, where I was financially, where the world was, society. And I look now. I ain't made no improvements. Hold on. Listen, let me say this again. I feel for the people, the government workers. This is not, I have empathy for you. This is no knock against you. I'm putting you down or like I don't care what you're going through. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is what you're going through. A lot of us out here, and this ain't nothing that's going to help you feel better. It actually ain't about you. I'm just trying to explain to the commenter what I mean when I say I don't care about a government shutdown. I'm not talking about I don't care about the government workers. I don't care as in, we already been out here helped up, baby. January the 1st. Today is October the 1st. I'm giving them my all. I'm not sitting around on my ass crying and complaining. And I talk about what's going on, but at the same time while I'm talking about what's going on, I'm still getting up trying to make something happen. I ain't just sitting back, oh Lord, everything, what am I do? No. I'm getting up trying to make something happen. Just like millions of y'all are doing. The problem is, no matter how hard I try to make something happen, ain't nothing happening. When once upon a time, when I try to make something happen, something happened. Once upon a time, when I wouldn't have put in the work, it paid off. Now, I'm willing to put in the work, and you lose. Not only have I not made any forward progress, none this year, no matter how hard I try, no matter what I do, I ain't made no progress. As a matter of fact, sometimes I go backwards. I go backwards because, and I'm sure y'all can relate to this, a lot of y'all. I was driving trucks, like what I'm doing now. Then I messed around and got a YouTube channel. So that's extra income. Now, at first I wasn't monetized, but I'm monetized now. So no matter, even if I don't make millions, whatever I would have made on YouTube would have been extra income. According to my plans and my statistics, that was going to put me over the top. Now I can make some forward, I can start going forward again. No, the world said, society said, the economy said no. So as I gained over here, I lost over here. A lot of y'all got a raise, some of y'all on your job. And soon as you get the raise, guess what else happens? Guess what else gets the raise? Your expenses, your life, your cost of living, the inflation. As you got a raise that you've been waiting on, it took you 2-3 years to get, inflation got a raise too. Cost of living got a raise too. The cost of your rent got a raise too. When you got your little 50 cent or $1 raise, everything around you got a raise. And you ain't went go get nothing new. The same old shit you had got a raise right along with your raise. So even though you're making more money now, you ain't made no progress. As a matter of fact, you're going backwards. So when I say I don't care nothing about no government shutdown, that's because I already been dealing with one. My own government. I've been dealing with a government shutdown for the last 4 years. At least going back to 2020, I've been dealing with it now, 2021. I did good in 20. Still under the effects of the last Trump administration, not this one. But the last Trump administration, I was still rolling pretty good under that until the other guy got in and killed it. So from about 21 on up until now, I've been dealing with my own personal government shutdown, like a lot of y'all. So ain't nothing going right. Can't figure out how I'm going to pay who, what, when, and where. So I got to divert funds from over here and divert them over there and put them over there. Till I finally get to a point where I can't pay no goddamn body. Hence, government shutdown. Till we figure out where we're going to come up with more funds at. I can't go buy nothing else. So basically, to sum it up in a nutshell, in layman's terms, what's really going on with this government shutdown, which is the United States government, they've reached a point to where they can't spend no more money. They can't buy nothing else. Unless they get more money from somewhere, as in earn more money, or readjust, divert the money that they already have, that they had for something else, and put it here and put it there. You know, like how we do, well, I ain't gonna pay the light bill this month. I can let it double up. I just pay the gas bill, because it's already 2 months behind. And then I can pay. That's what they doing right now. Well, that's what we've been doing for years now. I and a lot of y'all have been experiencing a government shutdown. So I am not fazed. My life don't seem no different. How about yours? The government went on a shutdown 12 o'clock a.m. this morning. So whatever time it is now, how much different has your life changed since they had a shutdown? My life ain't changed at all. I'm in the same situation. I've been dealing with this before then. I don't feel nothing new. That's why I say I don't care what's different. I don't see no difference. And if you somebody, like I said, the government worker or whatever, where this makes your life different and change your life for the worse, I hate that happened to you. But we're here to lend you some moral support because we've been dealing with it. So we're here to give you a shoulder to the crown. We know how you feel because we've been dealing with a shutdown for years now. Have a seat on the couch. Get you a cup of coffee, some milk, some cognac, whatever you want to drink. Sit down and tell us about it. We know how you feel. Ain't nothing new. Bad news nowadays is the only news. Get it, got it good. Bye.